It's been quite a while since I've done a video. So long that a couple people reached out to ask if I was okay. The good news is everything is fine at my end. It's just been amazingly busy. A lot of that busy has been astronomy, so it's been a good busy. But it means I have a lot to catch up on. This video is going to be a whirlwind tour through 2022 and 2023, along with the projects that I've been working on. I'm hoping to do videos on some of those projects on their own, but for now I'll just introduce them. Let's start with a summary. I completed 28 images in 2022. In 2023, that jumped to 47 images. No wonder things have been so busy. On the home front, I've done some hardware upgrades and I'm fighting an ongoing battle against tilt. There are several software projects that I've worked on or have been associated with. I wrote an imaging dashboard to combine data from my all-sky camera with weather data. I wrote a sequence that runs telescopes in 2 observatories and at home. And that project put me in contact with Tom Palmer, the author of Nina's Target Scheduler plugin, and Mark Blank, the author of Sequencer Power-Ups plugin. And I've been providing some testing and feature feedback to them. The final software project of the year is an ASCOM packet driver that takes the same weather data that goes to the dashboard and makes it available to Nina. Finally, in September 2023, the local astronomy club voted to make me the president of our small club. It's been a very full couple of years, and it hasn't left much time for making any videos. So with all of that summary out of the way, let's get to some images. I'm not going to go through every image, but I'll hit some of the highlights here, and there'll be a slideshow at the end with all 75 of them. I'm pretty sure that if you have insomnia, then watching that should be an effective treatment. The first image I'd like to show from 2022 is the Tadpoles Nebula. This was a collaboration among myself, Chris Kagi, Juan Marin Artero, and Gowri Viswaswaran, and I'm pretty sure I butchered Gowri's last name, I'm sorry. Collectively, we combined data from 4 very different rigs in 4 very different locations, ranging from Bortle 3 to Bortle 9. We had almost 99 hours worth of data. The first half of 2022 was full of galaxies. There were 10 images of galaxies in the first 6 months of the year, accounting for half the images. It's hard to choose a favorite, but I'm going to go with M104, the Sombrero Galaxy. It was something of a surprise. I didn't expect that much detail in the disk and edge. And then in October 2022, it brought me 2 Astrobin Top Pick nominations. The first was the Cygnus Wall, and the second was the Dirichlet Group Stephan's Quintet and some IFN. And both of those were the beneficiary of a freshly cleaned mirror on the Planewave CDK14 at SRO, where I'm a team member. The spring of 2023 saw 2 rare images from home, the Whale and Hockey Stick Galaxies in March and the Needle Galaxy in April. July 2023 brought a first. I was awarded an AA Pod 2 for this image of Bernard 143, and amazingly another one in September for this image of WR 134. Also in September was a personal favorite, an image of M20. November 2023 saw another Astrobin Top Pick nomination for this image of the Horsehead, and in early December I received a top pick for this image of M33. So in the past 2 years, the developments in processing software have been extraordinary. Though PixInsight remains my processing application of choice, 4 of the primary tools I use in PixInsight come from outside sources. The generalized hyperbolic stretch process is a marvel at being able to bring out faint detail without destroying highlights. Russ Croman's exterminator tools are amazing. I can't imagine processing without these 4 tools. They have become indispensable. And in an earlier video, I compared StarNet with Star Exterminator. At that point, for me, StarNet won, but now Star Exterminator is the undisputed champ. Now let's turn to the imaging dashboard I wrote. This is actually a combination of 4 different applications. The front end is made with Node-RED, a graphical JavaScript development package that is particularly suited to this sort of application. Behind the scenes are Mosquito, an MQTT server, Foshk plugin, a standalone app, despite the name, that takes information from an ambient weather station and publishes it to MQTT, and a slightly modified all-sky camera application that also publishes some data to MQTT. The dashboard aggregates data from the all-sky camera, weather station, the ARIS weather API, my sky quality meter, and NINA, and presents it all in a pretty concise way. It's worked well over the last couple of years. It got me wondering if I could expose that weather data to NINA as an ASCOM driver. At first, I extended the flows in the dashboard to write a Boltwood data file, which the Sky Alert Observing Conditions driver can actually consume. But the Boltwood format is limited in what it can convey, so I decided to write an ASCOM alpaca driver that consumes the weather data that was already on MQTT and presented to NINA. I just finished this a couple of days ago, and it hasn't run while imaging yet because the weather has been overcast, but it has run without issues with NINA sitting idle for a couple of days here at home. Early next year I'll do the same for a safety monitor driver. A good chunk of 2023 was involved in writing a sequence for NINA that could run 24/7 without any user intervention. None of this would have been possible without the amazing work of the NINA development team and some awesome plugins. In particular, without Tom Palmer's target scheduler and Mark Blank's sequencer power-ups, none of this would have been possible. I presented an early version of the sequence on the Astroimaging channel in October, but since then, the plugins and the sequence have continued to improve. I hope to present that updated work soon. Finally, as a member of the Northern Virginia Astronomy Club and a member and now president of the Shenandoah Astronomical Society, I've been busy with club activities. Several NOVAC club members and I are currently working on another collaboration project. Our aspirational goal is to get 500 hours of data on LOWERS Nebula. I think we're in the high 300s now, so we have a chance. I'm still trying to get an observatory built here at home. If anyone has the secret to get a contractor to return a phone call, please let me know. So with all that out of the way, here's a slideshow of the last 2 years of images. Clear skies, and hopefully it won't be this long before I get to do another video.